And a shot of the west span of the Bay Bridge. What a terrific view. We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Ilyasova and Sanders in the middle. At the 2 and the 3 are Mayo and Parker. And it's Knight in at the 1. After a 2012-13 season in which Larry Sanders received the third most votes for most improved in the league, not to mention a 4-year, $44 million extension for the Bucks. Steve, a lot was expected last season.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot was not delivered. Injuries and various off-the-court issues kind of made it a season to forget for Sanders. So this year will be one of redemption. He needs to find that form from a couple of years ago.
And it's Lee penetrating. Outside Curry. Six to shoot. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Not a fast start for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Knight passes to Ilyasova. Ilyasova sets a screen for Knight. Shot, high post. Here's Sanders, and there's the bucket. Stand with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And Thompson kicks to Lee. Parker against Iguodala. There's the dish to Curry. From deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
3 straight makes to start this game. Looking good.
The Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Mayo into the lane, and he gets it to go. Mayo's got his first basket of the night.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lee, a screen on Knight. Curry against Knight. From deep, Iguodala. They get it again. Another shot. Can't capitalize inside.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
A shot by Knight, no good. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Back to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 7 points for Steph Curry. Here's Knight. Parker outside. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to David Lee. Lee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Curry dishes to Lee. Curry passes to Lee. Back to Curry. Right side Curry. Clock at 6. Thompson inside. He's guarded by Knight. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Bogut.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Now, here is Knight. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Ilyasova sets a screen for Mayo. Shoots off the screen, and he gets it to go.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry. Lee, a screen on Knight. Curry kicks to Lee. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
The Warriors, guys, with the acquisition of Andre Iguodala, possesses one of the elite starting fives, I think, in the NBA.
Yeah, and the numbers prove that, Kevin. Their starting five was right there near the top of the league in terms of efficiency. And, the big thing is just getting the bench more involved and trying to get more continuity with that second unit.
Here's Curry. After the basket by Larry Sanders. On the wing, Iguodala. In low to Lee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Lee's got his second bucket.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Now here's Ilyasova. Parker dishes to Knight. Into Ilyasova. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And I think, last season, Warriors coaching staff tried to play the starters together to help develop their chemistry, but when the bench platoon went in, the other team typically took advantage and made a big run. So as the season wore on, the coaching staff went to a more blended lineup approach in an effort to keep more scoring on the floor.
And here are the Warriors now after the basket by Milwaukee. Good!
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Knight passes to Ilyasova, and Sanders kicks to Ilyasova. Goes back up, and Sanders lays it in. Sanders has got 6 points.
He's feeling it here to start the game. That's 3 out of 4 already.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the Warriors also making some moves to get more offense off the bench. Very resourceful front office. And they knew that was a priority.
Warriors leading by 6. Curry with it. He has 7. Lee sets a screen for Curry. Lee goes in. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Now, here is Knight. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Shot by Mayo is no good. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Curry dishes to Lee. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Here's Bogut, and that one hits back iron. Bucks trail by 8. Mayo, the pass to Parker. Knight on the wing, covered by Bogut. Parker kicks to Mayo. He feeds it to Ilyasova. On the money from 12 feet away. Ilyasova's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Lee sets a screen for Curry. Feeds it to Lee. Back to Curry. Kicks it to Thompson. From the arc. And it's good. Thompson's got 8 points. Well, you look at the numbers for the Warriors last season. Their offense revolved around Steph Curry, and no surprise.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. The numbers were staggering. I mean, with Curry on the floor, they were right at the top of the league in offensive efficiency. And when he sat down, they were the worst. A lot was on his shoulders, and he carried that burden well.
It's Thompson off the drive. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Shot by Mayo is no good.
And Curry not just a factor offensively with his scoring, of course, but driving, making plays for others. And I think the departure of Jarrett Jack really allowed Curry to take on a larger playmaking role. He showed he was ready for it.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Yeah, it's the kind of start you want every game, but of course you rarely get it.
And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game.
You talk about all of the gaudy numbers for Curry last season. Extremely impressive offensively, but there's one number he'd like to cut down on, and that's the turnovers. Second most in the league last season. And he'd be the first to tell you he knows he can do better, and I'm confident he will.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for Lee. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Walters banked in off the glass. Walters got his first bucket of the night.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Here is Livingston. Here's Spates. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Maurice Spates, a big man with a nice shooting touch. Last season, an uptick in three-point attempts for him, and that might be a good move, developing his shot outside the arc. The three and the way the game is played now is much more valuable than the long two-point shot.
And Mo Spates, a backup big for Florida during their second NCAA title in 07.
And he declared for the draft in 2008. He was taken 16th overall. He's been a solid rotation player throughout his career. He could probably improve a little bit defensively, but offensively, he's got the ability to score out there, both inside and out.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors. And both free throws good for Spates.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Walters dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Middleton kicks to Walters. Out to the wing. Here's Bayless. No luck. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Green, the screen. From deep. And Brandon Rush hits from deep. And the Warriors lead by 15.
They are making some noise from downtown, guys.
And they've got themselves a very nice lead to show for it.
Out left to the wing. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Walters. 11 feet away, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
How did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I liked the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Now here's Barnes. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The three. Walters with the rebound. Bucks trail by 12. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. What'd you find out, Doris?
Kevin, we've talked at length about how they plan to contain this excellent offensive ball club. He said, our opponent changes, but our principles stay relatively constant. It's all about denying the high percentage shots, the layups, free throws, and open three-pointers. If they're hitting contested jump shots, you just have to tip your hat to them. Kevin, a sound strategy.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the report and coach's plan here tonight. A good one, guys.
In theory, yes. I mean, they're up against a team that can put up points in a hurry, so defense has to be a priority. We'll see if they can execute that game plan.
Well, you said it, Steve. I mean, this is an opponent that will test your resolve. You got to stay the course, and you can't vacillate much. You're going to have to absorb some body blows if you want to come out on top.
Here's Middleton. Antetokounmpo passes to Walters. And the foul called on Nate Walters. That's his first foul.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Warriors leading by 12. Livingston dishes to Green. Barnes sets a screen for Green. There's the pass to Livingston. The three from Barnes. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Bucks trail by 15. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Walters. He has 5. Six on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, covered by Barnes, and Antetokounmpo gets it to go. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 1 second left, and that's good for 2. Livingston's got his first bucket of the night.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Warriors lead by 15. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Yeah, everything's gone right for this club offensively. They are really putting it together.
Not too many speed bumps in the road as they built this lead.
Warriors leading by 15. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. Rush out there with Livingston. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 4 on the clock. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see them double up here.
I agree, and they haven't been able to succeed with single coverage to this point.
Some changes for Golden State. Lee's checked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. Mayo comes in for Jared Bayless.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
Now here's Mayo. Three-pointer. That's good. Mayo's got 5.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Golden State's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived. Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
Now here's Mayo. 5 points in the game. He kicks to Middleton. Dishes it to Henson. That one a little long.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
And Curry, here we go. He dishes it to Iguodala. Green kicks to Lee. Barnes passes to Iguodala. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
And Marshall kicks to Mayo. Parker inside, covered by Barnes, and he gets it to go. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Mayo against Iguodala. Now here's Barnes. He's got 8. And it's Green missing. Now here's Marshall, guarded by Curry. Marshall dishes to Henson. The feed to Mayo. Now here's Marshall. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 5. From the wing. No good off the front iron. Warriors leading by 15. Curry passes it to Lee. Outside, Green. Golden State moving it around. And the call will be against David Lee. That's his first foul. Thompson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Milwaukee also making some changes. Sanders checked in for Henson. And it's Ilyasova in for Chris Middleton. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. And timeout call. Jason Kidd has had enough.
Steph Curry last season was 7th in scoring and 3rd in total assists in the NBA. He had the 4th most three-pointers over a season in NBA history, a year after he had set the NBA three-point season record. Not too bad for Steph Curry.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He thinks the use of ball screens and pick and rolls is the best formula for success against the defense they're currently looking at, and he let his guys know it. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Lee. Rejected by Sanders.
Nice work to get inside and draw the fouls.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. No good on the free throw. Second free throw, no good.
Ersan Ilyasova struggling through a rough season in 2013-14, probably the worst shooting of his career, really. And his rebounding also fell off. Those were the strengths of his game. He's got to find it again. He's got to bring that effort and energy back to the game.
Thompson inside the line, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Ilyasova with a big contract now. He's had 2 very good seasons over the last couple years.
And Kevin, you know the question will be, was that the high water mark for his career, or can Ilyasova find a way to get back to that level of production? Time will tell.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
Knights checked in for Milwaukee. And so Thompson nails both of them. And Klay's father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Klay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying
oh my, that's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal as a college and pro standout himself.
Now here's Iguodala. 17-point lead, their biggest. Unloads. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 12. The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. A nice shot by Knight.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Warriors leading by 17. Now Curry. 10 points for him. Pass to Lee. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Looking at David Lee, you know, guys, the one thing that really stands out about him, and there's a lot, but a very well-rounded offensive game.
Well, he's so mobile. He's an ambidextrous finisher around the rim. He can step out and hit that mid-range jumper. You know, the ability to use both hands kind of reminds me of you, Kevin, how you sometimes hold the mic in your left hand, sometimes with the right.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, one thing about Steve, he is observant. You know that. He doesn't miss much.
And both free throws good for Lee.
And David Lee is great playing off the ball in the pick and roll. He really is one of the very best at that particular skill. He can put it on the deck, handles it in many ways like a guard in 6-7 dribble situations. And with his passion, he can punish the defense for trying to help and double team him.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And you talk about Lee's versatility. He can score with his back to the basket or facing up. A real triple threat from the high post.
O.J. Mayo in his 7th year in the NBA really just seems he's never been able to truly improve, guys, from his rookie year.
Well, yeah, if anything, last season he took a big step backwards, Kevin. I mean, with his field goal percentage, passing, his rebounding all down, I'm not sure he was in great shape either.
And both free throws good for O.J. Mayo.
And the Milwaukee Bucks took a bit of a gamble on O.J. Mayo's upside with that 3-year, $24 million deal last season. The early returns, somewhat discouraging, but let's see how it plays out the rest of the way before we make a final judgment. You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
Mayo's disappointing season was crystallized in a much-circulated video of him bending over to tie his shoelace while the other team went 5-on-4. He's got talent, but sequences like that have to be cause for concern. O.J. Mayo, a smooth, long-range shooter with deep range. When he gets going, he can put up some big numbers.
Curry kicks to Lee. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Thompson's got 16 points. And Mayo, 6'4", coming to the league. Some thought he could play the point guard position.
Yeah, but he's not a great penetrator or playmaker, and those are two things you have to do as a point guard. I think he's truly a shooting guard.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well guarded.
Now here's Ilyasova. He's got 6. It's Mayo on the wing. Ilyasova dishes to Mayo. The Warriors pull it in. And Steve, with Klay, you know not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that has proved to be a factor in his play.
Yeah, and one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. So now he can get that 3 off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So, what an incredible weapon to have on offense.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Now here's Mayo after the miss from Stephen Curry. Knight for three. And again, the Bucks miss. Warriors leading by 21. Bogut with a screen on Parker. Iguodala with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Thompson misses.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Knight passes to Ilyasova. And here is Knight.
Take a look at what Mayo's been doing. 9 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
And, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled. Well, when you're the worst team in the league, any game is tough, particularly when you're on the road. It's going to be hard no matter where you play, and that clearly was the case for the Bucks.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Bucks with the second fewest road wins in the league last year, Steve, with only 5. Every trip seemed like a nightmare.
Yeah, there really wasn't much they could do other than chalk it up as a learning experience. But, what a difficult way to go through the entire season. They've got to do better than 5 wins away from home this year, that's for sure.
Mayo into the lane. That's good. Mayo's got 9 points in the quarter.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Warriors leading by 21. Here is Livingston. The dish now to Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson. Bucks trail by 21. Knight kicks to Mayo. Back to Knight. Wide open look. The Warriors pull it in. Spates has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Inside. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Now, here is Knight. Outside Mayo. Ilyasova with the ball. Clock at 6. Mayo into the lane. That drops. Mayo's got 13 points.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Livingston dishes to Iguodala. He feeds it to Livingston. Thompson against Mayo. Iguodala outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Andre Iguodala spent 8 seasons of his career in Philadelphia. Steve, a tough sports town. He said he felt wrongly criticized.
Well, at times people called him overpaid. They wanted more out of him in terms of being a star and a scorer. That's not really who he is. I mean, it's his all-around game that makes him special, his great defense, his ball handling, but not necessarily his scoring.
No good on the free throw.
And Iguodala, now in his 30s, sporting a few gray hairs. I haven't seen any of them yet, but maybe they are there. He's still a great athlete and a fantastic ball handler for a swingman, so his drive and kick game, really a terrific fit for the Warriors.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Bogut. And it's Rush in for Thompson.
And Iguodala, a decent shooter from long range, but that's never been his calling card offensively. Instead, he's a quality playmaker and a player who moves well without the ball.
Here's Walters. He's got 5. 13 feet away. And Henson gets it to go on the assist by Bayless.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Warriors leading by 20. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Here's Green. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Draymond Green last season slimmed down to about 230 pounds. Pretty remarkable how he's transformed his body since his freshman season at Michigan State.
And Green, a combo forward, he's able to play the 3 or the 4, and he's a good rebounder. I mean, he's got long arms that help him play effectively against bigger guys, even though he's only about 6'7".
And Green certainly not an elite athlete, Steve, but pretty quick on his feet.
Well, he's a jack of all trades, and I think he's been a pleasant surprise defensively. Just his awareness and his energy, they've really helped him out a lot. He can guard multiple positions for sure.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Both free throws good from Green.
Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved. Really a change in philosophy from years past. The new ownership wanted size for position and rebounding, defense, toughness. They've really established a nice foundation.
Here's Walters. He's got 5. Over to the left wing. Here's Bayless. There's 53 seconds left here in the second. Barnes kicks to Rush. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Rush has got his second bucket tonight. And the first big move towards that size and defense for the Warriors was the trade of Monte Ellis for Andrew Bogut with Milwaukee.
And like many trades, it was questioned initially, but Bogut has brought that toughness and interior defensive presence this team so desperately lacking. The wins have really validated the Warriors' new direction.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Green with a screen for Barnes. Goes up the baseline, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for free points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
The Warriors have gone 9 of 13 from the line. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now Bayless feeds to Middleton. To the right side. Walters passes to Henson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here's Livingston. No good. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.